Politics is also taking center stage in Peru, where the country may finally have a winner of its presidential election 5 days after people went to the polls. Former World Bank economist Pablo Kuczynski is ahead of his runoff opponent Keiko Fujimori by a margin of 0.1% of the total vote. Kuczynski says he will wait until all the votes are tallied to declare victory, and Fujimori has yet to concede. It's the closest election in the country's history. Well, Giles Gibson is in Lima with this update.
4 days after the polls closed, Peruvians finally know the identity of their next president. Pablo Kuczynski beat his rival, Keiko Fujimori, by one of the closest margins in Peruvian electoral history, winning by 40,000 votes in an election where 18 million people voted. The atmosphere here is one of relief rather than euphoria. Many of the Kuczynski voters who I've spoken to told me that they didn't vote for him because of any inspirational campaign, but rather because they wanted to block a Keiko Fujimori presidency. Keiko Fujimori is a very divisive figure in this country. Her father, Alberto Fujimori, is currently serving a 25-year prison sentence for human rights abuses and corruption during his time as president in the 1990s. Many Latin American leaders, including President Macri of Argentina and President Santos of Colombia, have come out to congratulate the president-elect Kuczynski. But Fujimori's party, the Fuerza Popular, are saying that with a few votes still left to be verified by Peru's electoral authorities, this election is not over and they won't admit defeat. Looking towards the next 5 years, Kuczynski is facing a big majority against him in the country's Congress. Keiko Fujimori's party won a very big majority in the first round of voting in April, and Veronica Mendoza, who was his big rival in the first round of the election, also has a very strong presence with her party, Frente Amplio. So, as Kuczynski looks back on a very hard-fought presidential campaign that it looks like he's won, he's looking forward to 5 years of big battles in the Congress that is dominated by the opposition.